Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Chico Weekly. This is now episode 14 of the series that we have on this channel. We go through every week, review fight announcements, fight cancellations, what's going on with the fighters, with the UFC, whatever it may be. We go over it in the Chico Weeklies. As you all know, I have missed out on some of the past few weeks, so I'm still going over the past weeks that I have missed. This is going to be the week of Sunday, April 2nd, all the way through Saturday, April 8th. So very old week, it's around like a week, 2 weeks ago. So still gonna review it because it's better to review it than to review it late than to not review it. Also, exams are coming up for me very soon, so if uploads all of a sudden just become inconsistent and I don't upload, you all know why. There's exams, there's a lot of them, and they're like evenly scattered out, so it's just so weird, the whole schedule that I have, you know ahead of me these next few months. So whatever it may be, just know that if I'm not uploading, it's probably because I'm studying, or I just gotta come first. But it is what it is. We're gonna start off now with Sunday. Nothing happened on Sunday. I'm pretty sure no fights in the UFC got announced on Monday. I don't know if anything got announced either. This was the updated bout order. I'm pretty sure this changed. Yeah, this changed. I mean, on the night it changed as well because Carl Williams and Chase Sherman was taken off the card. So we're gonna move on. Yep, nothing on Monday, but on Tuesday we got a roster addition re-added for a fight with Raul Rosas Jr. this weekend. Christian Rodriguez, who ended up winning that fight. Actually, this fight already happened. 8-1, 1-1 in the UFC, coming off of win against Joshua Weems. 7 finishes in his 8 wins. That's the fight announcements for Tuesday. Or no, the bout, not the bout, the roster additions for Tuesday. Also on Tuesday, heavyweights collide. It was announced that the main event will not be Johnny Walker, Anthony Smith. It is actually, in fact, Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Jilton Almeida. My opinion, I think Smith versus Walker was probably a better main event. I think that's just the better fight to put as 5 rounds. Probably the one that's going to sell more tickets as well. Also, Rozenstruik Almeida, very exciting fight, but we all know it's not going to last very long. We did not need to make this fight 5 rounds when we all know, it's pretty much guaranteed. Everybody knows that this fight is not going past 2 rounds. 3 rounds if we're being very, very generous. It's probably better to give the 5 rounds to Anthony Smith and Johnny Walker, but still, very fun fight, and it's looking to be a pretty decent card as well in Charlotte. So also, Michael Johnson will fight Carlos Diego Ferreira at a UFC event on May 20th. This is a very good fight. Very, very good fight. Ferreira is finally coming back. He's taken a lot of time off. I don't even remember. This guy was ranked like well over a year ago and then just like completely disappeared. I don't even know where he went. But now he's back and he's fighting Michael Johnson, which it's a very fun fight there. Michael Johnson is a very fun matchup for Ferreira there. It's going to be interesting to see who wins this fight. So this one's happening in a little over a month. We're going to see how it goes then. Also, Steven Thompson will fight Michel Pereira at UFC 289 on June 10th. This is most likely going to be main card. It can't not be main card. So, yeah, very fun fight here. 2 very fun strikers. This is just going to be pure stand-up, very chaotic, very fun, and I'm all for it. I'm very much all for it. I'm pretty sure this is number 6 or number 7 versus number 15. So it's going to be very interesting to see who comes out on top in this fight. Also, I think, yeah, we're in Wednesday now. So on Wednesday, we got another roster change. Kyler Phillips was removed. He was suspended by USADA, and he will likely re-enter the roster after his suspension is served. But 10-2, 4-1 in the UFC with 7 wins, 2 in the UFC, on a 1-fight win streak, and has a win against Song Yadong, which is pretty impressive. It's aged fairly well. Hasn't fought since February 2022 and has had 2 fights canceled in that time span. Again, he's serving a USADA suspension, so he'll come back. I don't know if soon. It's going to be pretty long time, but it is what it is there. Also on Wednesday, I'm pretty sure we got some fights. Did we? It's not looking likely. Updated photos if you want to pause and look at that. We got, oh, never mind. This is This is Thursday. So no fights on Wednesday, but on Thursday we got a poster. Very nice looking poster here. We got the Sterling at the top, Cejudo, and then the Oliveira Dariush at the bottom, which is really cool for the time. But Oliveira Dariush was canceled, so the poster did change a little bit, but it is what it is. So we're gonna move on to anything else. Oh yeah, Amanda Hebus will fight Macy Barber at UFC Jacksonville on June 24th. Very good fight here. Very nice fight. Friday, I don't think anything happened on Friday. Oh yeah, William Knight's coming back. He's coming back against Domingos Barros. They will collide for the vacant CES MMA World Heavyweight Championship live on May 12th. It's going to be on the UFC Fight Pass, so I guess he's still somewhat attached to the UFC, and he's fighting for a title in a different promotion. So there goes the greatest heavyweight of all time, William Knight. And also announced on Friday, Bo Nickel will fight Trajan Gore at UFC 290 on July 8th. International Fight Week. Very good fight here. Bo Nickel's finally coming back. I don't know if this is going to be on the main card. I truly don't know. I don't think it should, because we've already got, like, if we take up the listen, because we got Volkanovski and Rodriguez, we got Moreno Pantoja, and then we got Bo Nickel, Trajan Gore. We got to put two more fights on there, and they've got to be really good fights. If I don't know, man, but this is one of those fights that probably should be a featured prelim, in my opinion. I think we should just, the card is going to be stacked for sure, but how are we going to put Bo Nickel and Trajan Gore in the main card, and we're going to have just a bunch of ranked high-level elite fighters on the prelims? I already see that happening, so who knows, right? Who knows? We'll see how it turns out. I'm sure the UFC will pull something off, but we'll see. We'll see. And also, UFC's returning to Vancouver June 10th, Saturday, for UFC 289 Canada. The UFC's going back to Canada, and announced for Canada, well, before that, Ayman Zahabi will fight, I don't know how to say his name. That's my bad. But it's going to happen on that card that I just talked about, UFC 289 on June 10th. Also, Hakeem Dawodu will fight Lucas Almeida at UFC 289 on June 10th. Also, here it is, the main event. I already talked about this on my channel a while back. This is how late this Chico Weekly is. Amanda Nunes will fight Juliana Pena at UFC 289 on June 10th. This is the main event. Very controversial. Look how many likes this didn't get. I liked it because it was a championship bout, but look how many. Bro, people were not happy about this being the main event. Very unhappy about this. Canada fans are punching the air, but you know what? The card is looking to be getting better with some additions that were added in more recent weeks that I can't talk about in this week because it did not happen in this week. But on April 8th, I can just straight up say that, like, on April 8th, Carl Williams and Chase Sherman was canceled. It was taken off of the April 8th card that was meant to happen on that same day. It was canceled hours prior due to a Chase Sherman medical issue. It did get rescheduled though, but I'll talk about that in a different video. Also, yeah, Donald Trump showed up. I thought that was pretty crazy. Also, a fight got announced, didn't it? Oh no, it was this one. Yeah. Hall of Fame induction. Robbie Lawler versus Rory MacDonald 2 was inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame. Very, very legendary, very memorable. One of the more famous fights of the UFC. Very incredible fight there. And yeah, now it's in the history books forever, as if it wasn't already, But very good fight there, very deserving. I feel like it probably should have been inducted maybe a bit earlier, but on the UFC's 30th anniversary year, it's a very good announcement there. Very good induction into the Hall of Fame. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yep, that's it. And that's pretty much everything from April 2nd, Sunday, all the way through Saturday, April 8th. Also, Israel Adesanya got it done against Alex Pereira. Jorge Masvidal retired. I should have pulled a picture of him up. I should have done that. I'm actually really upset that I didn't do that. Jorge Masvidal, he retired, although as of today, like April 18th, Tuesday, he's still in the rankings. They updated the rankings today. Usually the rankings like update after the person retires. They're still in the rankings, but then the week after that, they're taken off. Jorge Masvidal hasn't been removed from the roster still, as far as I know. So he's still in the welterweight rankings there. And yeah, but as far as we know, he's retired. Also, Adesanya got the middleweight strap back from Alex Pereira. and now he is again the UFC middleweight champion of the world. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the entire week. I'll see you all. I don't know when, but let's hope that exams don't take up too much of just my week in general, and I'm able to upload consistently enough. Let's just hope so.